you guys? Welcome back to the episode of 100 Days to Scratch. Today's video is going to be kind of a tournament recap video slash vlog. I'm going to be talking to you guys about my tournament that I played in 2 weeks ago. I know the video should be coming out a little bit faster than that, but I'm going to talk you guys through my round and also take you guys along for my day on this Saturday and show you guys what I want to do with my day. First stop for today is going to be here at the driving range. We're out here at Sunridge Canyon. I'm going to take you guys through kind of a full practice session whilst I talk about my tournament rounds. Yeah, my 2 tournament rounds, and kind of talk to you guys what I struggled with and what I did really well and kind of how everything went and how that affected my handicap. And then the rest of the day is going to be really interesting because we're going to be going to the Malbon Scottsdale launch event because they are launching their first location here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I got a personal invite to go check it out. So it's going to be a cool one. You guys stick around for the video. All right, now we're feeling pretty nice and warm. First things first, let's keep hitting the 8-iron. We like the 8-iron. First things first, tournaments. Now, I played in the Legacy Classic, a tournament held by the Asher Tour, a mini tour that runs through here in Arizona. A lot of really good players play on that tour. If you go look at any of their scores throughout the weeks that they play, there's always somebody playing and winning at like 17 or 16 under. Really good guys out there. Although I did play out there as an amateur, I did not play as a pro. I'm still an am. I played pretty solid, honestly, for my first tournament in quite some time. I shot a 90 the first day. Not great. I'll chalk that up to nerves and just general, just getting back in the tournament flow. The next day, shot an 80. Could have been a 77, but we'll get to that in a minute. One thing I will say is that one thing that I fixed or that clicked for me the second day was my driving. The first day, I couldn't hit a fairway, what felt like to save my life. And really everything about my game wasn't that good that day. Just like ball striking in general, just was really subpar. Whereas the second day, I was driving incredibly. My ball striking with my irons was okay, but it was good enough. That was the thing. And I was just striping it down the fairway, 315 every single time. It literally felt like I could not miss with my driver. It was just my irons and my short game, like with my wedge, wasn't as sharp as it should have been. So I was luckily pretty hot with my putter that day, and I was making a lot of putts. Had I been just a little bit better, even like by a margin of like 10% or so, with my irons, my wedges, I would have shot, I think, a really low score. I think I could have definitely shot a 75 or a 74. So at the time of recording this video, I actually am going to be playing in another tournament this coming Tuesday, another Asher Tour event. It's going to be another three-day event, but you have to make the cut to play on the third day. So, which I'm probably not going to, but we're obviously going to try. We're going to try our best to make the cut. I mean, it was really shocking to see how much my game has developed in such a short period of time, because I'm telling you, I've never felt so confident on a golf course as I did that second day. I was hitting the ball so well, and I felt like I could make any shot happen if I wanted to. But not only that, my mentality towards the day was so much better than the previous day. I just felt like I just kept my energy up all day, regardless if I hit a bad shot or hit a great shot. I just stayed elevated. I stayed, confident and just kept moving forward with the day. So you guys get a treat. I get to see my favorite guy over here, Kyle. But yeah, so I think one of the biggest and most important factors of like playing well for me was just confidence. Yes, I am. I can stop recording for you, Kyle. I always come say hi to you, man. All right, so something really cool just happened. My boy Kyle, he's one of the guys that works here at Sunridge Canyon. He came over and relocated me up to this, I guess like private tee box area in the range, which is big shout out to Kyle, my guy. I love you. You're an amazing dude. But so now we got a little bit more of a exclusive setting for us to film this video. But right now, I honestly kind of lost my train of thought. So I was talking about my my tournament. So yeah. So with the tournament, it gave me a lot of confidence in my game to see that my game was able to step up and perform in a stressful situation like that. And not only that, I played really, really well in some very tough conditions because, again, this is a mini tour, Asher Tour event. So professionals are playing at this course, and Legacy is a pretty solid course. They got really hard green complexes and definitely some hard tee shots that you have to hit. But the real thing was that they had all the pins placed incredibly difficult. So one of the great things, and I'll try and post up on here right now, is that you'll see is that I think it's the PCC, which is kind of like, it's like a player collective correction score or something like that. It was +2, so the course is playing +2 harder than it should have been, given the conditions for pin placement and the weather and all that kind of stuff, based on all the other guys that had submitted handicaps that day. So my scoring differential on a round of 80 at that course that day is actually a 5.2. So that dropped my handicap significantly to a 6.7. So huge round in the books for us. And if we could get about 2 more rounds like that at this coming tournament this week, then I think our handicap will be somewhere maybe in the 5s or maybe even in the 4s if we play the way we think we should. But right now I'm gonna get to my practice and I'll kind of talk you guys through it. I have all my practices written down in this little notebook right here. It's a waterproof paper, so I can play with it in the rain or whatever. So, and that's because a couple of you guys have asked me already, what things have I been doing to greatly improve my handicap or just improve my game in general, is having focused practice. If you walk out to a golf course, walk out to the range, and you're not walking there with a plan of exactly the kind of things that you want to work on, whether that's ball striking, whether that's low point in your strike, whether it's you want to work on your tee shots, working with your driver, or work on your wedges, whatever it might be. Walk into the range knowing exactly how many balls you're going to hit per drill, how long you're going to spend on per drill, what drills you're going to work on, and just doing that alone, sticking to it, will help your game tenfold. I'm telling you, like, that's truly the way to improve your game, is just being intentional and maximizing the time that you have out at the range while you're practicing. I've already done my warm-up. Right now I'm going to do some stuff with my alignment, or my training aid, which is the Pro Sender. If you guys haven't tried these out, this thing is actually insane. Probably a literal cheat code for learning how to get a good golf swing. And I'm not sponsored by Pro Sender, so this is just a completely unbiased review of it. But what I like to do is I'll hit 18 balls, 6 sets of 3 with the alignment aid on, and then 3 without it. And then we'll kind of go from there, and we'll move into another drill for my iron. So let's try to get to that and hit some balls. One thing I have noticed though with this alignment training aid is that it makes me a little bit more fade biased for some reason, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I do have a tendency to be a little bit more draw biased, or maybe even just pull biased. And so this definitely kind of opens me back up and gets me going back the other way, which can be good, but it's definitely just what I'm not used to seeing. Not in love with that contact, but the result is okay. And that's one thing you have to be mindful of, is while you're trying to fix your swing and, you know, get in a different position at the top of your backswing or at impact, whatever it is, it's gonna be really uncomfortable. It's only gonna be like 1 out of 10 shots, maybe 2 out of 10 shots where it's gonna feel okay, it's gonna feel all right, and the result is gonna be good. It's not very often that you're gonna be working on something. Oh, that was incredibly thin. It's not gonna be very often that you're gonna be working on something and you're gonna like the feeling of working on it. In the discomfort is where the real gains are found. So if you're doing any kind of swing changes or anything, it's gotta get worse before it gets better. Stop trying to be so shallow. Hit on that thing. See, that's the one we were looking for. Bingo, just like that. All right, I'm gonna hit a couple long irons, and then I'm gonna hit like probably a couple 3-woods, and then we're gonna go into driver, because driver is the main focus of today. If we're not hitting driver well, we're not gonna be playing in that tournament very well, regardless of how well everything else is. So driver is gonna be a big focus of the day. Right now, my irons, my ball striking has been feeling really good. I've been working on it a lot. We're gonna hit like 5 or 6 4-irons, and then we're gonna move over to driver in the woods and get the tee shot element of our game dialed in, because that is really, really important for us right now. not quite. See, and sometimes it's nice to just take a break and remember that you got to take a step back, look at the shot, think about the shot, breathe in, hit the shot. All right, so for me, the big thing right now is working on my driver and getting my driver back to feeling the way it was feeling during the tournament, which for whatever reason, I seem to have lost that feel, which from what I can remember, I remember seeing a clip of Rory McIlroy, like his lead arm in the club feeling really connected and feeling just like really straight at impact, right? So everything felt like it went right through from his shoulder down to the club, and it was very, very stiff. And even throughout the whole swing, he felt that, like that was his feel, you know, for hitting big long drives, which I was doing, and I picked up on it. I don't know what I did. I mean, I guess I do know what I did, but the feeling is eluding me, that's all I'm saying. And right now, I've got to figure out somehow to get it back and get it dialed in before we go to this tournament, because if we can get this kind of feel going where we're just hitting these things straight down the pipe, then it's gonna be a dangerous couple rounds for us. What I will say though is I have the Srixon ZX5 LS, an absolute monster club for low spin. If you're someone like me who has a lot of speed and you want to try and keep your spin down and you don't like playing a draw, like I hate seeing a left ball flight, especially for, not really with my irons, I don't really mind it as much, but my driver, I really dislike it. Just because if I do hit a draw with this club, it just becomes a knuckly dive bomb. So for me, if I hit cuts, my numbers are perfect. So trying to get myself to where I'm only hitting the ball right, and right is my miss, and I don't have to worry about a left miss, then, you know, we're gonna be golden. When I was hitting it well, was like I said, I was getting that feeling Rory was talking about of everything getting real connected here between my lead arm and feeling the club face that way, and feeling everything just drop down from there, but really feeling like the shaft was just getting pulled down towards the ball, and then everything just mating up at impact. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but close. There it is. Just a bit right. That was a perfect ball flight, perfect strike. Just pushed it right on our start line. There it is. There it is. God, yes. That is so beautiful. Golf is the best sport in the world when the ball is doing what you want it to do. When you feel like you just have ultimate control on your golf ball, I mean, there's very few things that are as addicting as that. Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for in the driver right now. I'm gonna record that. I need to go back and look at that swing because it's really important that I actually recorded these so I can see what I'm doing wrong and right. Bingo! Bingo, baby! Absolutely beautiful. God, okay. Okay, I felt something that I wasn't feeling before, and now I feel it. I think the thing that I've been doing is I've been pushing the club head out rather than just sliding my hands back. Yeah, 100%. That is definitely the feel. Slide the hands back. I need to stop pushing the club head out. Swing feels very George Bryan-esque, to be honest with you. I feel like he does a similar kind of move in the beginning of his backswing here. And yeah, it feels, I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Beautiful. God, you see that? And I mean, I don't even care that that just went 50 yards right, because that's what I need. I need to know that I can line that thing up down the left side of any fairway and know that the worst I'm gonna get is, you know, right rough. If I can get that on a consistent basis, I mean, I can handle that, bro. I can handle being in the trees. Call me Wesley. So I'm wrapping up with my range session right now. I just got finished hitting balls, but something clicked in my head where I got my driver back, so we're all good. Driver's feeling really, really good, and we're feeling really confident going into this tournament. Obviously, I'm gonna come and hit balls at least twice more before playing on Tuesday, but the big thing for me was feeling my grip. Dude, my alignment, my swing path, everything felt very consistent, and the ball was just kind of going everywhere. And I realized that it was my grip and my hands coming through impact were kind of changing because my grip wasn't where it needed to be. So, note to self, grip is the most important thing when we're going to the tournament on Tuesday. Grip is going to be the biggest determining factor of us driving the ball well. So right now we're about to go eat some food, shower up. I need to cut my hair because I need to be looking fresh for this Malbon grand opening, because you know, Malbon, it's all about fashion. It's all about looking good on the course, and you know, bringing that kind of element of aesthetics to the course, which I absolutely love. So very excited for that. Very excited to go and check all that out. But I'm gonna finish cleaning up here, and I'll see you guys back at the crib. We are all ready to go to the Malbon event. We're gonna do a quick little fit check before we leave, because after I go to the Malbon event, I'm also gonna be going out to dinner and getting some food and some drinks with some friends. But anyway, we got right now, I believe these jeans are from Abercrombie, t-shirt, pocket tee from Kith. We got a little sweater. I actually don't know where this is from. Pretty sure I stole it from my dad. Lackland British retailers or British designers. Okay, cool. And then we got some custom jewelry. Oh, golden gooses. That is the fit for the Malbon event. So excited for this. Hopefully it's gonna be pretty cool. First time going to a grand opening like this, so very excited. But hope you guys enjoy this.